Currently have sound. Making a video today. I think I'll play about Tokyo standard round, just giving tips and tricks on how to best play the Tokyo map. So starting on 3x speed until I start getting bad spawns because of the place where I'm starting here with this little island on the right is not very good. A lot of times you'll get houses on here that require a bridge to be able to use, and if you get two different colors on this island, then it can be problematic. And as I've said before, I don't use any blocking of any kind for preventing spawns. I personally believe that that's not really the way roads would be done. You could reroute a road, but I don't think you should just put random pieces of road out in the middle of nowhere to prevent buildings from spawning. I almost never use stoplights, although late in the round when I have a stockpile of roundabouts and bridges, I will definitely use stoplights, and if the situation presents itself that one makes sense to use, I will use it, and then I will explain why I'm using it. Redrawing the roads in this way makes 0 intersections. If you have a long road at the front nearest the entrance, then it will create intersections and slow down traffic. So far, this looks like a pretty decent spawn. Looks like I have enough roads to keep everything perfectly segregated. Let's see if I get another spawn in the bottom left of a yellow house. If not, I may redraw these slightly. Because this bottom single yellow is much closer. Alright, so what I'm going to do is do a redraw. These 3 yellows will better serve this building here. These 2 pinks can go this way instead. Get rid of all of these roads. I find very early in rounds it's pretty common to redraw all of my roads early in a round. So I'm going to take it a little wide so that I have room for more pinks to spawn where I can actually use them. Whether or not they actually do is not anything I can control. But as you can see, I redrew all of it. Everything is still segregated. Most of the roads are all shorter, although the yellow circle shop has the longest path. It also has the most houses attached, so it should work out pretty well. Take the motorway, but I'm not going to use it. I wouldn't consider this blocking. I would consider it planning in advance. There's no way a building can spawn on this island anyway. So this just prevents a house from spawning where you will then be blocked off from using the rest of the island. Actually go one more block, then I can have a house. A house can spawn anywhere, and I can attach it to the road easily. That is my first motorway here. As you can see, I like my motorways to be as straight as possible, so I just draw straight over and then try to make the roads make sense from there. It doesn't always work out, but when it does, that's the way I try to do it. For now, I'll just connect these blues in and they can use the highway. I think I'll already change my mind. I prefer that houses do not use roads that are not matching their color. So I'm going to wait for that roundabout to come back and try to put it in here somewhere. Let's see. There isn't a whole lot I can do yet. I'm going to take all these pinks that are high up. There we go. I'm going to pause real quick. Finish redrawing some of these roads before I get terrible spawns that prevent me from using them. Alright, so the top pink house has three, well, this shop has 3 houses. These 2 are feeding down to there. I know the road's longer, but that'll create less congestion with no real intersection. I'm going to redraw this blue road to circumvent the new gray. And then I will fork that here. All of the grays spawned so far will feed all of the grays available. So if I get one more roundabout, I'll try to fit it in here. It might not work out. Interesting. All right. So this orange spawned in a place where I can't, I'm going to have to move the bridge for the blues. I'll just go around this way so I don't have to wait. Oh, out of road tiles. Alright. It is Saturday, so I will be able to get some new road tiles here in a second. So I'm just going to let this go. Early enough in the game, these shops are not going to end my game right now. So I'm not going to take the motorway, I'm going to take the tiles because I'm currently out of tiles. Give this a pause. Do that. Connect these two orange houses and use a motorway. And there we go. Now I'll try to even this out. There we go. So both blue shops have the same number of houses attached. Try to keep it even. So the way things are lined up right now, I think I have the best option right now. So let's just keep it. I'm going to add some yellows there. Reroute the pink a little bit so I can add one more yellow to this one. This is commonly a shop that will end your run. So it's going to take some extensive redrawing, but I'm going to be able to get everything segregated again here. Rerouting these two closest to this one. These are all closer now, so demand is improved. The only improvement I can see that I might or might not make is that the oranges on the far right would be best if they were entering the opposite entrance of the light greens. because later in the game when demand is really high, that may pose an issue. Currently just about out of road tiles, so I'm just trying to keep whatever spawns as organized as possible. I already have a bridge in stock, so I'm going to take the extra 10 tiles. I'm actually going to reroute the blue around the back and get rid of this road. Alright, so I've got a new pink spawn here. And I don't have any new pink houses to spawn, so I'm going to take a couple. Take a couple there. The blue's rerouted so I can utilize the yellow that spawned. This one down here I'm just going to not use for now. Right. I think there's room to redraw this blue bridge down here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we can get rid of this one. Makes the road a little shorter, and now I can draw a bridge for the orange shop, and I can bring this motorway over here. Out of road tiles, but that's okay. Someone will come back when I push play again. A new blue and a new pink. At 700, I'm going to slow my speed down to 2 times speed instead of leaving it at 3. Getting to the point where the spawns are going to start coming in quickly. So let's see what we've got. We can take all of these blues up here and use them over here. And we can borrow some of the pinks from this roundabout. We currently only have 5 houses feeding it, so I'm going to add a 6. Steal a second one for over here, do a 7th. So now we have 3 going up here, 2 there, Should be okay for now. Everything's currently attached. Take a bridge because I'm out. Once that motorway redraws, I'll attach this blue here. Be able to see better everything that's going on. So yeah, if I get another motorway, I'm going to hook it in to this cream colored structure and then a second one for the orange, so they're not using the same one. All right. So we have the cream colored building spawn in a not very good spot. It may be possible to keep it segregated, but may not as well. Since this gray is low demand, I am going to take these three yellows, create an intersection here. So I'm going to create it 1 over. I think there's room for a roundabout right here if, yeah, there should be room for a roundabout right here, and then if I get one, I'll place it. That will give me a much better chance there. And now I can run the cream colored house over here. When I do end up with another motorway for cream colored houses, then I will be able to attach it somewhere here, and it will feed both of those cream colored houses. I'll try to create a network. Where I can utilize all of those cream colored houses. Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm going to draw them new, slightly closer to this side. We'll redraw the orange one over here. Make sure you remove the cream colored houses from possibly going in that direction. It would be nice to have a roundabout, but I don't have one, so making do with what I have. If I get another motorway, I will connect these blues, and then I'll have a short path to connect all of these new cream colored houses to a shorter path. It won't require nearly as much road tile that way. We do have a bridge. Demand for cream colors. If I get a motorway, a lot of problems would be solved here. I just realized I never slowed it down to 2 times speed, which is why I was getting so many quick spawns there. Alright, so I'm currently using an orange highway here, but I need more oranges up top. We do have dual purpose highway though, bringing yellows over. I may have enough road tiles to just do a massive road. No, I would need 3 bridges. I was thinking I could draw some orange down here by a road, but it doesn't look like I can do that. I'm gonna have to try to attach some more oranges. This way. I may have gotten enough orange attached to survive. We'll find out now. Looks like I just salvaged taking all 5 of these oranges and getting them there. Looks like I did just quick enough. Okay. I'm going to tidy up some of these buildings. If they face the proper way, then the routing is a little bit shorter. And in late game, that will make a big difference. So I'm going to do what I mentioned earlier, connect the motorway for this blue building here. So now all of these cream colored buildings are feeding this one here. I'm going to disconnect this road so these buildings are not feeding this circle. We don't need that. Keep it all segregated as much as possible. Alright. We've got 3 bridges, so I'll take the roundabout. See if there's anywhere I already need one. I think I've redrawn it. No, it's right in here. I have an intersection. I don't think it fits anymore. It does, but I have to redraw this screen. Let's pause that. Alright. So we have too many roads, I believe. So the cream routes are on the left. The roundabout now allows for yellow and gray traffic to intersect. We could use some more gray traffic getting to these places. I have plenty of tiles, so I'm going to give gray a road out here and utilize some of these grays that are not being used at all. So we have 3 grays going directly over to this one. I'm going to quit stealing these grays and let them all focus directly on this circle shot. I think that will solve the current problem. Push go. I'm going to take, let's see, we've got grays going direct. We no longer need this roundabout. The roundabout could come in handy later, but we don't need it now since traffic is no longer intersecting. Okay. If I use a bridge, I could shorten some of this path. Like this. And I could also draw these grays in there. I guess some of these yellows are being used. Can go there. But use some more pinks. Let's see what we've got. None of these are being used. I'm going to draw a couple of pinks through here. Hopefully before I lose. So we have more pinks being able to go into here. So take those 3, they'll go down there. I'm going to disconnect it from this side and move this over here. Relieve some of the stress up there. Hopefully, yeah, they take the bypass over. Some of those pinks were actually going to a different house, so hopefully those reroute and start feeding the proper place. So I have a motorway. Let's see if I'm meeting it. Yeah. Those there. I'm gonna use motorway 6 to feed those yellows. I'm not gonna delete this road quite yet. Might not even be able to delete that road. But yeah, now we have 7 houses. Yeah, 7 houses feeding it. Should be better. We need more pinks here. I'm gonna have to reconnect that. We're gonna lose right here. Just don't have enough pink houses attached. Yep. 2883. That's no record by any means. Let's see where we're at. About half my current record. Even in the top 1%, I'm 1181, which probably means there are, what is that? 100,000 people played this. So I hope you got a couple good tips for playing this map. This was the Tokyo map. And thanks if you watched it. Let me know if there is anything I could have done to make the video better. And I'll see you next time.